This is our second chapter in this class, class 9, according to our half-yearly exam. Okay, first chapter we have completed real numbers, different department given in that chapter, touched by us, all major concept given by your teacher. Okay, now this is your responsibility to revise regularly some major things from there. Okay, from today we will go in lines and angle. Okay, this is the first chapter from geometry in your syllabus. Hello students, now open your notebook and let us start lines and angles. First, we should try to understand the topic lines and angles. They are the familiar word. They are the familiar word. Line, plural of line, angles, plural of angle. Okay? Lines. Students, suppose that these 2 points on the plane. Okay? And after joining these two, we have drawn a straight line. Suppose that its name is L. So L is a line. L is a line because we can produce it in both the direction. Okay, you can produce this line in this direction and you can produce this line in that direction also. So L is a line. Okay, L is a line. You can represent this line AB. Line AB. Okay, now we should try to give the definition of line. That is the imaginary thing in geometry, as you know, but we should give something, say something, write something. Okay? Now, students, suppose that you are drawing this type of part of line. Suppose that this is A, that is B. Okay? So, this is a part of line. This is a part of line having one end point only. This is a line, no end point here. This is a line, no end point here because you can produce it in any direction. This is a part of line having one end point. You can produce it in that direction, in the direction of B. So, this has only one end point. This type of part of line is called array. Okay, and you can write ray in this way. Array AB, ray AB. That means ray AB, and its meaning is a line AB. Okay. Now, student, this is also a part of a line. Okay. This is also a part of a line having two end points because we can't produce it in any direction. Okay, and you can represent it in this way. This is a line segment AB. Line segment AB. Line segment AB. Okay, now we should try to understand these three terms: line, ray, line segment. Line, ray, line segment. Okay, a line after joining two end point, after joining 2 points in the plane, okay, we can recall a line having no end point, having no end point, because you can produce it in any direction. So this is a line. Okay. You can represent it in this way and read it, a line AB. This is a part of line. Okay, this is a part of line. One part of line. Okay. And you can represent it in this way. Ray AB. Okay. And this is also a part of line. And represent it, a line segment AB. It has two end point. It has one end point. It has no end point. Okay. So these are the line, ray, and line segment. Understood? Now, student, we should try to understand the angle. This is one ray, OA. This is another ray, OB. These two rays having one end point. First ray OA, its end point is O. Second ray OB, its end point is O also. So these two rays are starting from the same initial point. These two rays starting from the same initial point, okay, and inclined each other. There is an inclination between these two rays, okay. So this is called an angle. An angle. This is called an angle. Try to understand. There are two rays here. One is OA, another is OB. First ray, initial point is 1, I mean O, and second ray, initial point is 1 also, I mean O. So these two rays starting from the same initial point, inclined each other, or there is an inclination between these two rays. There is a space between these two rays. Take here, just like the hands of the clock. So this portion is called an angle. Okay. So an angle has the part. Two rays, I mean two arms. OA is an arm, OB is an arm. Okay. Having the same initial point, making some inclination. This is called an angle. Okay. Understood angle? These all are the concept from class 8. Now, student, we should try to understand the class of angles. Class of angles. In this class, we should mind acute angle. Acute angle. Acute angle. Right angle. Obtuse angle. Acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle. straight angle, acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, reflex angle, take acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, or complete angle, complete angle. You can write zero angle also, zero angle, acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, complete angle, zero angle. Now, you should check from here by the help of diagram. You all are the student from standard 9 and try to recall the definition. The students, suppose that there are two rays here. First is OA and second is OP. Okay? They are coincided. They are coincided. One ray, second ray is on the first ray here. They are coincided. First is OA from here to there. Second is OB. Okay? Student, no inclination between them. These two rays having the same initial point. Okay? But no inclination between them because they are coincided. So this type of angle, you can say zero angle. That means measurement of this angle is zero, nothing. Nothing. Inclination is nothing. So that is called zero angle. Okay. When two rays coincided, no inclination there, negligible. Okay. So this type of angle is called zero angle. Okay. Now student, suppose that this is first ray OA, that is second ray OB. Inclination here between these two rays. Okay, less than 90 degree. Inclination there less than 90 degree. So that type of angle is called acute angle. Take here, this type of angle. The angle which measurement is less than 90 degree, that is called acute angle. Okay, the angle which measurement is less than 90 degree, that type of angle is called acute angle. Now, suppose that these two rays making inclination in such a way, measurement of this angle is 90 degree, that type of angle is called a right angle. Okay, the angle which measurement is 90 degree is called a right angle. Understood? Now student, increase this inclination. Measurement of this angle is more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Okay. So measurement between 90 and 180. Measurement between 90 and 180. Take care. So that type of angle is called obtuse angle. Okay. Mind obtuse angle. Now student, suppose that this is first ray OA and this is the initial point of this ray. That is the second ray. Just opposite of first ray. Just opposite of first ray. There are two rays having the same initial point, but they are just opposite to each other. Okay, just opposite. Okay, there are two rays, they are just opposite. So this type of ray, you can say this is a line. Okay, two opposite rays having the same initial point, that is the line. We can say, okay, so this type of inclination between two rays is called a straight angle. Okay, because this is a straight line. This is a straight line. Measuring of this angle will be 180 degree. Now, student, we are thinking about reflex. Suppose that this is the first ray, okay, and that is the second. Okay. This type of inclination, mark the circular arc here, mark this circular arc here. This circular arc is showing this type of angle more than 180 degree, because 180 degree, they are the two just opposite ray. Now, these two rays are more than just opposite ray. So, this type of circular arc is showing the angle measuring more than 180 degree. Okay. So, this type of angle is called reflex angle. Okay. Try to say about reflex angle. The angle with measuring more than 180 degree, that is called a reflex angle. Now, student, we should think about complete angle. Suppose that this is the first ray, okay, and now the second ray is coincided. But after making one round, okay, take this circle. After completing one round, the second ray on the first ray, it means they are coincided. Okay, they are coincided. Here, these two rays are also coincided. Because, but no circular arc here, no circular arc here. It means no movement between these two rays. So, measure of this angle will be 0 degree. Here, these two rays, they are coincided. Okay. And showing here by a circle. It means the second ray on the first ray after completing one round. This type of angle is called complete angle. This type of angle is called complete angle. Now we should mind zero angle and complete angle. What is the difference in diagram? These two diagrams, 0 degree, 0 angle, and complete angle. Okay. In this way, we should draw different types of angle and try to write the definition ourselves. Okay. Understood? 0 angle, acute angle, right angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, and complete angle. Okay, understood? Now, student, we should mind the points in a plane. Suppose that these 2 points here, P and Q, and 2 points here, X and Y. As you know, what do you mean by plane? So, there is nothing except a combination of point anything. This is a plane. So many points here. AOB is an angle. Some points inside the angle. P and Q they are. Some points inside the angle they are P and Q. Some points outside the angle. Student, this is angular region. Okay, inside this angle, the points are P and Q. And these 2 points are outside the angle. Okay. Now we can think about this point also. M and N. They are on the angle. On the angle. M and N. So here 3 classes of point. Okay. The points we can divide it into 3 classes. The points they are outside of the angle, that is exterior point. Okay. The points which are inside the angle, angular region, that is interior points. Okay. And those points which are on the boundary, I mean on the angle. Okay. Understood? Interior, exterior, and on the angle. Okay. Interior, exterior. You should mind these 2 words. Interior, exterior. Okay? You should mind these 2 words. Interior and exterior. Now, student, we should think about pair of angle. A pair of angle. First, we are thinking complementary angle. Complementary angle. Complementary angles. You have the better knowledge about this pair. Complementary angle. Sum of two angles is 90 degree. They are called complementary angle. Sum of two angles is 90 degree. They are called complementary angle. Okay. Suppose that 70 degree and 20 degree. Okay. After adding them together, 70 degree plus 20 degree equal to 90 degree. It means they are complementary. They are complementary. Okay. Now, you should mind if one angle is given and you need the second, it's complementary, how you can find? Because we know the property. This is the property. Sum of two angle is 90 degree. That type of angle is called complementary. If measurement of one angle is given 30 degree, then what is its complementary? Its complementary will be 90 degree minus 30 degree equal to 60 degree. If a measurement of angle is given 60 degree, then what is its complementary? That may be the question. So 90 degree minus 60 degree equal to 30 degree. Okay. In this way, we should try to understand this. What do you mean by complementary angle? How we can find the complementary of any one angle. Understood? Now, student, we should understand the supplementary also. Supplementary. Supplementary angle. What do you mean by this? Sum of two angle is 180 degree. Suppose that one is 110 degree and another is 70 degree. After adding these together, 110 plus 70 degree equal to 180 degree. These type of angles are called supplementary. This is its property of supplementary. It means sum of two angles. If measuring 180 degree, they are called supplementary to each other. Suppose that one measurement of one angle is given 80 degree, then what is its supplementary? Now we can take help from the property 180 degree minus 80 degree equal to 100 degree. So 100 degree is called supplementary of 80 degree. Okay. If a measurement of one angle is given 100 degree, then what is its supplementary? So we should take help from the property 180 degree minus 100 degree equal to 80 degree. It means 80 degree is called supplementary of 100 degree. Okay. So these two pair of angle supplementary and complementary. Okay. Number 3. Now student, we should try to understand vertically opposite angle. That is called VOP. Vertically opposite angle. Suppose that this is one line. Okay. We can say AB, line AB. That is another line. You can say that is CD, line AB and the line CD. There are two lines in the same plane, but they are intersecting. Okay. In next chapter, when we will start Euclid geometry, then discuss briefly. AB is a line, CD is another line. They are the line in the same plane, but they are intersecting. Okay? Intersecting line, one line intersect another one at a point. Suppose that this is O. Okay? Now we can say AB is a line, CD is another line. CD intersects AB at a point O. Now student, we should think about inclination. From here, you can say OC is a ray, OB is another ray. There is an inclination between these two rays. So this is an angle. Okay. In the same way, OB is one ray, OD is another ray, inclination between these two rays. So this is an angle also. Similarly, this is angle, this is an angle. How many angles? There are 4 angles here when two lines intersect each other at a point. Okay, 4 angles here. This is the one complete line according to this fixed point or intersecting point. So there are 4 angles. 4. Okay. Have you heard the word pair? Pair. Just like couple. Pair. Okay. Pair means 2. It means, suppose that this is an angle 1, that is angle 2, 3, 4. This is the name of the angle. Okay. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. You can write that its real name also. Just like if you are writing angle 1, you can write angle BOC. BOC. If you are writing angle 3, you can write its name angle AOD. Angle AOD. Okay. Understood? A student, now pair. We should think about the word pair. Pair. Angle 1, angle 3. Angle 1, angle 3. Angle 2, angle 4. Angle 1, angle 3, angle 2, Angle 4. Okay. 1 and 3. You should think about these two angles. Angle 1, angle 3. Vertex of angle 1. Vertex of angle 1. Mind this word, vertex. Vertex of angle 1 is O. Okay. And vertex of angle 3 is also O. Okay. So angle 3 is just opposite angle 1 because vertex of angle 1 is O and vertex of angle 3 is also O. It means angle 3 is just opposite of angle 1 or angle 1 is just opposite to angle 3. Student, these type of angles are called vertically opposite angles. Similarly, we should think about angle 2 and angle 4 also. Angle 2, vertex of angle 2 is O and vertex of angle 4 is also O. You can say vertex of angle 2, I mean angle BOD is O. Vertex, initial point of two rays in the angle, that is vertex. So vertex of angle BOD is O and vertex of angle AOC is also O. Okay? Here, between 2 and 3, angle 2 and 4, they are just opposite to each other. It means this type of pair is called vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. This type of pair are called vertically opposite angle. This is its pyara sa name, BOP. Vertically opposite angle. Understood? Now, student, we should mind the property here in vertically opposite angle. What is the property? Property, vertically opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are equal. If a measurement of angle 1 is 70 degree, then the measurement of angle 3 is also 70 degree because vertically opposite angles are equal. If measurement of angle 2 is 100 degree or 110 degree, then the measurement of angle 4 will be 110 degree because angle 4 is vertically opposite of angle 2. Okay? Angle 4 is vertically opposite of angle 2. If the measurement of angle 2 is 110 degree, then the measurement of angle 4 is also 110 degree. That is the proof. That is the proof. In this type of angle, if one is given, another you need to find, then you should mind this proof. That is called formula. Okay, major statement. We will go in that theorem also and try to prove it. Okay. Now, student, we should mind adjacent angle. Number 4, adjacent. Adjacent angle. Okay. Adjacent. We are trying to understand this. Now student, take here AOB, angle AOB, angle BOC, angle AOB and angle POC. Okay? Angle AOB. Check angle AOB. This angle. Okay? And angle BOC or COB. BOC. Let us try to understand the parts of angle. In the parts of angle, we should think about vertex, arms. Vertex and arms. We should try to think about these two words, vertex and arm. Suppose that you are thinking about this angle AOB, so there are two arms. There are two arms, OA and OB. They are two arms. Okay. Now you should mind about its vertex. Angle is AOB. So its vertex is O. Okay. Its vertex is O. They are arms. We are thinking about the angle AOB. They are the arms OA and OB. Okay. And O is the vertex. Similarly, in this triangle BOC, two arms also, because without two arms we can't imagine the angle, we can't imagine the inclination. So its arms are OB and OC and vertex also O. Take here, in this triangle BOC, vertex is O. In triangle AOB, vertex is O. In this triangle AOB, two arms, OA and OB. In this triangle, also two arms, OB and OC. Okay, we are thinking about vertex and arms. Vertex and arms. Now, we should think OA, OB, OB, OC. It means OB and OB. OB is common for these two angles. OB is the arm for first angle and OB is the arm for second angle. Okay, so OB is the common arm, but OA and OC, they are not common. They are different. They are separated. They are separated arms for these two angles. Okay. Students, OP is the common arm. We should mind the word common arm. Common arm. Okay. And non-common arms. Non-common arms. Common arms and non-common arms. Common arm OB is common. Why common? Because in these two angles, OB is the arm of angle first, check my finger, and OB is the arm of angle second. So that is the common arm. A student OA and OC, they are not common. Now, we should think about where they are. A student, non-common arms are either side of common arm. Non-common arms, take my two fingers, non-common arms, OA and OC, they are either side of common arm. One is right, another is left. If one is left, then another is right. It means they are either side of common arm. Non-common arms, they are either side of common arm. Common is common, but non-common either side of common arm. Now we should think about the vertex. O is the vertex of angle AOB and O is the vertex of angle BOC. It means vertex is also common. Vertex is also common. It means common vertex. One common arm, non-common arm either side of common arm. That's are the condition. That's are the condition created by these rays from the same initial point. That are the conditions created by these three rays from the same initial point. Okay. What are the conditions? Condition in a plane is according to these two angles. One is the common arm, two non-common arms, but they are either side of common arm. One is the common vertex. Measurement of these two angles, we don't know. Okay? That may be anything. 40 degree, 50 degree, 70 degree, 80 degree, 90 degree. Okay, 110 degree or 290 degree or 310 degree or 350 degree, etc. That may be. But that is the real condition in front of you. मैं तो चुप हूं. You should mind this condition. Okay? We are thinking about, recall the word, we are thinking about adjacent. Adjacent angle. Now student, similarly, for these two angles, okay, these two OZ and OX, they are just opposite ray. They are just opposite ray. They are just opposite ray. But for the first angle, XOY, its vertex is O. For the second angle, YOZ, its vertex is O also. Its arms are OX and OY. And its arms are OZ and OY. Okay, in the same case, a student, OY is the common arm. OX and OZ, they are not common. They are non-common arms. Non-common arms are either side of this common arm. Okay, understood? Mind these two conditions. What do you mean by adjacent? Okay, and what do you mean by linear pair? Linear pair. What do you mean by adjacent? And what do you mean by linear pair also? Linear pair, LP. प्यारा सा ने linear pair or LP. Okay. Now we should write something about adjacent and linear pair. Adjacent. Adjacent. Two angles are called adjacent. Take down. Two angles are called adjacent. Two angles are called adjacent. When two angles are called adjacent, you should mind according to side arms. One common arm, one common arm, common arm. B. Non-common arms are either side the common arm. Common arms are either side of common arm. Common arm. Okay? And C, having the same vertex or having the common vertex. Having the common vertex. Having the common vertex or having the same vertex. Okay? This type of pair is called adjacent. This type of pair is called adjacent. This type of pair is called adjacent. Okay? Understood now? What do you mean by adjacent angle? A pair of adjacent angle. Okay? Try to understand the condition of adjacent. Now, we should take one major part, one major statement from the adjacent angle, and that is axiom. That is axiom. That is axiom. One major statement we should take out from this adjacent angle. That is axiom. Axiom. That is called linear pair axiom. Linear pair axiom. Axiom means which is proved automatically. Some minor statement they are, we need not give the proof about that statement. Geometry taken by Euclid, written by Euclid, given by Euclid, that called axiom. गांव में लोग बोलते हैं स्वयं सिद्ध, जो अपने आप सिद्ध है, written axiom and postulate. Now, student, this LP taken by us from adjacent angle, because you know better, this pair is also adjacent, but that is the a special name given by Euclid. Okay, LP, linear pair axiom. If sum of two adjacent, exactly 180 degree, they are called LP, linear pair. Okay, we are thinking only about adjacent angle, but from adjacent angle, one major thing is linear pair axiom. If measurement of the adjacent 180 degree, then that is the LP, linear pair axiom. Okay, Adjacent is adjacent. Nothing except of this. Okay. This pair of angle is adjacent. But the sum of these two measurements here, accurate 180 degree. Okay. Because there are two rays just opposite, but they are just opposite, making a straight angle. So this type of adjacent, pair of adjacent, is called LP axiom, linear pair axiom. And axiom means the minor statement which is proved already. We need not to give the proof about that type of minor statement in geometry written by Euclid, that is axiom. Okay, understood the axiom, understood the adjacent angle. Axiom is nothing except of adjacent. This is a pair of adjacent, but a special name given by Euclid because sum of these two angles accurate 180 degree. So that is called linear pair axiom. If measurement of in this way one angle is given, we need the measurement of another one. So we will take help from Euclid axiom. Sum of two angles is 100. Sum of two adjacent angle is 180 degree. Then that type of pair is called linear pair axiom. Understood? Okay. Now student, time is over. We will meet again in our next good and fine class. But this is requirement, your teacher's requirement. You should go in this chapter if you have the book. If you have no book, then you should mind all the concept given by your teachers in today's class. Okay, you should write their definition with diagram, write incubator, develop a suitable idea for geometry, because geometry is the major mathematics in class 9. Okay, thank you all.